This is like the 900,000th take of this morning because my children have been fighting nonstop because it's kind of yucky outside and they can't go outside yet, and I wish it was warm so I could send them out. They are not being nice children today. But it is Titillating Tuesday. And, yeah, it's all good because I am done with Relentless. I mean, as in done. I finished the first draft, finished the second draft, sent it out to Crit, got it all back, applied the Crit to my draft, did a third draft, polished it up, and sent it to my beta readers. Oh, my nose itches. And they will send it to me back, and barring any horrible, oh my god, Lauren, this is the worst thing I've ever read. Oh. Actually, I can't imagine any of them saying that. They're all really good people. Then it's going to be going to my editor at Berkeley. I'm hoping to get it to her Wednesday, which would be awesome. And yeah, I'm done. And I've gotten some questions about what the difference between Crit and Beta is. I can't answer for other writers. I can only answer for me because there's no one true way. For me, my Crit partners are other authors and people that I've Crit with many times through many books. And I Crit them too. We all Crit together, which is helpful, just because you begin to know what other people's writing quirks are and what their strengths are, and you sort of become a unit and work together really well. So I do 2 drafts, and then I send them chapter by chapter the book, and then they send it back to me. And Crit, in my case, is they're going to pick out like grammatical errors, tense errors, missing words, basic story flow, like you need to shore this up, or this is unnecessary, or whatever. And then I take that and then I weave all of that Crit back into the book, into a third final draft, and then I send that to my beta readers. And my beta readers are readers, because readers read differently than authors read. Readers don't. What I like, why I have beta readers is because authors tend to pick out stuff that I don't know if other people really realize, other people see. Like readers, like don't. When I was just a reader, I didn't care about there's no such thing as just a reader, but I did not obsess about POV. But like I never, when I read a book, never said, how could he know if his hair was whatever in the sun or whatever? Like I never thought that. I think that now, and as Crit, that's good because you want to make your book seamless. But a reader's gonna say, you know what? Overall, I don't like him, or he comes on too strong, or you know what? He didn't grovel enough, or or she's too hard, or she's doormat, or whatever. So the input you get between a Crit partner and a beta reader, for me, is totally different and completely necessary and helpful in both instances. And my beta readers, 2 of the 3 of them, have been with me since A Touch of Fae. So they've been with me from the very beginning, pretty much, and all of their input is so important and so integral to me making the best book I can. And so I get the beta back from them, and it's not usually like page by page like it would be with Crit, but it's like each one of them picks up different things. And will give me their impressions, and then I will, if there's something that needs to be adjusted or expanded on or whatever, I'll do that, and then I send it to my editor, and that's the process. So for me, I'm very, very fortunate to have people who help me make my books the best they can be on different levels, and so that's the difference. No more or less important, just different. And yeah, and so now I'm going to send that off, and then I'll be done, and I'll be back. And I'm back to last night. I got started again on Outshined, which is out September, tentatively, September of next year. And Relentless is in May of '09, and Out Undercover, of course, which is out this December. I totally love finishing a book, because there's a point at which I look at my edits, which are, if you've seen my edit notebook, and I look at that and I think, I wrote that. Because what happens is, when I start a book, I start writing it, and then usually about 15,000 words in, I start thinking, how the hell am I going to fit? How am I going to fix this? How am I going to finish it? What am I going to fill all these pages with? And then, am I pacing this right? Is this necessary? How am I going to get from here to there? I have to sort of remind myself to hold back on stuff, but also to mete out information in pacing, right? Information. You don't want to dump information at the beginning. You don't want to hold it off. And you don't want readers to think you're being coy with big instances and big happenings. And there's a big reveal, not a big reveal, but there's something that happens in Abby's past, and something that happened in her past, and it's not a secret, but she doesn't tell Roman about it until like halfway through the book. And this is an emotional reveal, and so I had to be careful with that, and not be overly coy, but at the same time, you're not going to tell somebody that you're just dating some tragic thing that happened in your past. She wouldn't have. That's just not who she is. So anyway, I'm going to split today's entry in two, because it was really rambly and long, so you don't need to spend 20 minutes listening to me ramble unless you're married to me. And then you have to, because you're married to me. So y'all have a lovely Tuesday, and I'll chat with you tomorrow.